Got another 40k bat rep. It's going to be the blowout to 6th edition here, last game before 7th. And it's going to be a big one. We got 2,500 points of Orcs versus 2,500 points of Imperial Guard, because I'm not calling them that stupid new name. Leading it off, we got the Lord of War, Orc Stompa. A couple extra super rockets or whatever. First time I'm going to be able to use him, but he looks nasty. And then we got Big Mech with a force field and 20 boys, Knob Power Claw. We got 30 shooter boys, Knob with a Power Claw and 3 big shooters. We got Mad Doc Grotznick. He's going to be leading the group of Cyborg Orcs. There's 30 of them with Knob with a Power Claw, and they all got the Cyborg bodies. And then we got 17 Storm Boys with a Knob and a Power Claw. 1 looted wagon with a boom gun. And Super Shooter Docker Jet right here with the extra Super Shooter. And then the Burn-A-Bomber with a bunch of extra burner missiles. And that is 2,500 points of in-your-face orky goodness.
Alright, this is 2,500 points of Imperial Guard. For HQs, I got my Lord Commissar with the Bladed Conquest and Death Mask. Knight Commander Pask with a Vanquisher, and then a Vanquisher following him around. For troops, I got 2 platoon command squads, 1 with flamers, 1 with snipers. I got my 4 10-mans, 2 for each. Ton of heavy weapons, 2 las cannon squads, 3 mortar squads, and a missile launcher squad. For harassment, I got Scout Sentinels, and then I got the Baneblade with everything on it. I also brought Tech Marine, try to do the Power of the Machine Spirit, and then 3 Psychers, all level 2. There it is.
Alright, here we are after deployment. We got the Orcs over here. We got the Stompa looking all badass like it does. Got Storm Boys, Mad Doc's guys, some Shooter Boys, Ludos. My other guys are in the vehicle. Got my planes getting ready to fly in. And then you got all that guard over there. Big old Baneblade just hanging out. Some heavy weapons teams up in the buildings. Couple tanks over there. I got 1 unit outflanking the Sentinels. We're playing a 2 objective game. It's going to be Crusade. And the other one?
Emperor's Will.
There we go, Emperor's Will. So we got 1 objective right there behind the building. That's the Emperor's Will. Other ones are across the way in that building. And then we got the Crusade objectives. 1's right there, 1's right there, and then 1's on the other side of that building there. And right now Orcs are going first. It is night fighting, and we're going to see if he can steal. No. Let's do it, Orcs. End of Orc turn 1. Not much happened. We just ran the looted tank, pressed that, and rushed forward. These guys moved and ran forward. They moved and ran. Storm Boys flew up and ran, but one of their guys got killed from rolling a 1. And then, kind of epic fail on this guy's part. Shot everything. The Def Cannon, whatever the hell it's called, hit both those tanks but couldn't pin them. And then I shot some of the big shooters up top of the guys and didn't do anything. And then from the Super Gatla, I ended up killing 2 las cannons that were on the bottom. But they made their morale testing, so the 1 guy's still around. And that was the end of turn 1. Alright, end of Imperial Guard turn 1, and it was pretty nasty, but not as nasty as it could have or should have been. Started off by giving prescience to this big squad here, and the las cannons up top. And then he actually parried twice. One of them was in the Chimera parried, but he had Feel No Pain and made it. And then this guy in the back here parried, doing Enfeeble, which went off on my Storm Boys. And then there was some ineffective shooting. Pask did his order for shoot and shroud, and he shot over here and missed everything on the Stompa, which was nice for me. And then the one las cannon on the bottom and the missiles shot over there too and didn't do anything to him either, so he's still got 12 and ready to go. Baneblade did a lot of damage though. It blew up my little looted tank here. Shot into here, killed a bunch of those guys. Shot over here, killed some of those guys with one of its random ass weapons. I think it even shot into these guys too and killed some. But these guardsmen here did double tap range into here, and they were only toughness 3, so there was a lot of wounds taken. But they're fearless still for being within 6 inches of the Stompa. And these guys were prescienced, and they shot into here and knocked off a couple shooter boys. And all the mortars shot into. They really didn't do much. Killed like 3 guys from that middle squad and 1 shooter boy. So we only lost the tank, but we did take some casualties, but we're moving forward. And Imperial Guard, they got to regroup. End of Orc turn number 2. We had the Berna Bomber come in this turn. That was nice. And everybody else just kind of moved forward. Storm Boys ran way up there with their lucky charge. And the Stompa walked up. So we'll start from the Stompa. He did a lot. He put his big blast on those guys. Knocked off 2 weapons from the one on the left-hand side there. The las cannon and heavy bolter, and it's got 1 hull point left. And then with the combined firepower of the Shudas, the Scorcha, and his Super Gatla, he killed the missile launchers up top and the 1 las cannon on the bottom. Storm Boys shot into that big group of guard, charged in, and cut them down. They one combat by 2, and then ran them down. They failed their charge. They tried to get in there, and failed their charge. These guys shot into that, killed like 2 or 3 guys, and failed their charge. The Bernabama blitzed up here with whatever they called, Scorcher bombs or something or other, and killed all those las cannons up top, and that was the turn. Both super heavies as of yet have been untouched, but they're closing in on each other. And now it's Imperial Guard, turn number 2. End of Imperial Guard turn 2. The Sentinels outflank over here. Shot the rear of the Stompa, put 2 hull points on it. These guys kind of shuffled back. Pask took the front. And they put 4 hull points? Yeah, they got a pen and ended up getting the D3 plus 1 and ended up putting 4 hull points onto them. These guys issued an order, didn't do nothing. They shot, missed, and ran. These guys moved up, flamed, and shot, but 1 Storm Boy still lived, and he passed his morale. The Baneblade pretty much focused just on this big squad here. Same with the... Yeah, so... Except for the las cannons? Okay. And then, well, as you can see, fucked them up pretty bad, but with their invuln save, some of them still lived. What else? These guys over here, big one, hopped out of the Chimera. They were prescienced, and they just flamed that squad and killed all except for those 4. But they passed their morale too, so they'll be coming back for blood. Mortars all shot into here, killed like 2 or 3 guys. And that was the turn. So, Stompa's down half its hull points, but I got a dock in there, so hopefully he can fix it up. And that was it. And Baneblade's still untouched. And here we go. Top of the Orc turn 3. That was a hilariously orky turn. Dockjet didn't come in. These orcs that were right here charged forward, shot up into those guys, and then charged and got horribly butchered. Failed the fear test. That was pretty funny. Bernababa came in, dropped a bomb on those guys, killed 2. Shot into that big squad with everything and killed a whole bunch of guys there. The 1 Storm Boy rolled a 1 and killed himself. These guys ran up and failed their charge because they fell back way back there. The Stompa, on the other hand, just murdered. It ran into combat and blew up both those tanks with ease. And I don't believe I did anything else. That was it. Oh, I killed 2 mortars in the way back with one of the rockets from that guy. So, and I didn't fix my hull point. So coming into Imperial Guard turn 3, and there's not much left. That's the only squad I got left besides the Stompa. I do have some guys in the Stompa, but we'll see if they come into play at all. So Bloody Massacre. Let's get it on. End of the guard turn. It was a pretty good turn, I guess. Baneblade pretty much put a lot into these guys. Killed like 2 or 3 guys because I have the invuln. Shot the rest at the Stompa, but he pinned with his big gun. But I ended up saving it with the cover save or whatever, the force field. These guys in the back, though, put 2 glances onto it, and I didn't save those. So I got 4 hull points left, so that's not good. Those guys regrouped, did some snapshots, didn't do anything. This guy pivoted and shot into Mad Doc's group, and I made my saves. And these guys, though, his warlord just ran into cover there. Snipers ended up killing one of the guys from the group. And that is the turn. Mortars shot over there, too, maybe killed 1 guy, I think. But that's the end of the turn, so Stompa's creeping around the corner there. It's got 4 hull points left. And the Baneblade, just sitting there with, what, 8 hull points?
8 left. Yeah.
8 left? Jesus. And that's it. My other plane's getting ready to come on. We're going to start Orc turn 4. End of Orc turn. It was pretty lame. Worst part, broken arm over there. Fell off the table. He's still a beast, though.
No more hand-to-hand.
No more hand-to-hand. No more D weapons for him. Let's start off with him since we're here. Shot into the guys on the middle shelf, the snipers there, and killed them with the shooters. Killed a couple guys here with the rest of his firing. But the one psyker lived, made a fucking invuln on a strength 10 AP1 attack, which didn't pin that. This guy came in, we declared our wall, and shot off all those guys over there, so that objective's no longer taken. Still got 1 guy to take it back there, though. And hand-to-hand was pretty abysmal. Doc and the sergeant are in hand-to-hand, and the Doc ended up taking a wound and not killing him, because they have a 4-up invuln. Everybody else charged in. We killed 2 guys, killed the medic and the psyker. And then his lord ended up killing one of my guys. They stuck. They're stubborn. And that'll be Imperial Guard turn. We're going to start it off. Orcs looking pretty desperate, but if we can kill all their troops, we might be able to pull something off. I did get a hull point back, though, so now I got 5 left for the Stompa, which is nice. But he has a broken arm. Alright, bottom of 4, Imperial Guard. Good turn for him. As you can see, there is no more Stompa. It got blasted by that guy and just fucking terrorized. We were looking up something because it takes the strength 10 AP2 for all the guys inside. It didn't say anything about ignoring cover, and since he had the force field, it took some cover saves, so actually some people lived. Right back there.
There's 4.
Yeah, so there was 4 guys. They ended up getting charged by the Tech Priest Engine Seer. And we ended up tying combat, so now I just got a knob and the Big Mac and a guy or 2. This guy just zoomed up to block the path. Baneblade he did a lot of work. He even shot one of his heavy bolters over here and put a hull point onto my flyer. This combat, I wish I would have broke out, but I think I ended up losing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up losing. I killed the sergeant in combat. And then the primary psyker ran in there and killed 3 people, and then his lord killed 1. So that was nasty. I did put a wound on the lord, so he's only got 1 left. They shot, but actually didn't put a hull point on it this turn. And then the last guardsman over here with a mortar ran up to take that objective, which actually got to see if it blows up on his face.
No.
Nope. And then now it's going to be start of 5. I can't really do much. But we're going to do that. And see what happens. Poor Stompa. Oh, sabotaged and then blown up. And that was Orcs turn 5 and Guard turn 5. We just wrapped them up together because they were really quick. My planes came in. We killed the one guy, taking that objective with Burn Obama. Jet shot into the rear of that and actually put in 3 hull points off glances, which was nice. In the combat, Mad Doc got beat up pretty bad by his Lord Commissar. And then these guys walked up and shot into the last big mech squad over there, and then they also got flamed, and so they ended up getting killed. Baneblade even shot everything over there and killed the one guy. Feels like a big man, huh, Baneblade? But then in the combat, I declined the challenge, and my little dudes killed his Lord Commissar, so that was Warlord. So it is the end of turn 5, maybe the end of the game. We're getting ready to roll for it and see what happens. One more turn. All right. Let's put some hull points onto the Baneblade. Alright, very quick turn 6. Both planes pivoted over here, shot into the Sentinels, killed one on 2 glances. We charged the Baneblade and ended up putting, blew it up, or got an explodes and got 2 hull points. So that was something. And then in the Guard turn, these guys snapshot up here, didn't do anything. Baneblade put everything it could on there and ended up killing the 3 guys. The one knob rallied, or didn't break, if you will. He stuck around, and we'll see if it goes to turn 7 and the last turn, and it does not. Game over, and I'm almost positive it's a Guard victory. Nobody has any objectives. He blew up the Stompa, so that was 12 hull points, so that's 4 victory points. First Blood and Warlord, so that's 6. I had Warlord, Linebreaker.
3 plus 2.
2 plus
2.
Plus 2, so 4. 6 to 4. That was a pretty fucking awesome game.
And I have 3 things.
That was, yeah, and I do too. So 3 models on 3 model action. It was an awesome way to blow out 6th edition. Got some 7th edition ones coming up.
Next week.
Hopefully the new Orc Codex comes out soon, and we'll get that on. So that was Super Heavies, just, but I don't think they were overbalanced either way. I mean, they killed a shit ton, but I mean, you know,
look at the board. There's nothing
left.
They killed everything on the
That
board.
is awesome. It was a fucking awesome game and a good way to end 6th edition. And we'll come back with some 7th editions ones coming out soon.